All right.
Oh,
Hey, all you not normals, we got a good show today. Walker's got a good update. We're going to get into it, and I got a couple of cool topics. Okay, we were just talking a second ago, and you're going to give an update about one of your projects.
okay. I decided to go drive for dollars, which means you just drive around in your car looking for a home that's been a little bit neglected, and that's usually a sign of somebody who needs some money.
Yeah, okay.
I drove like 5 minutes from my apartment, and the first door I knocked on, she was like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about it," and we talked for like 15 minutes on her doorstep, but it was freezing cold. The wind's going like 15 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and but yeah, so she wants to sell her house, so I just have to get her the right deal.
Hey, that's cool. It is urgent, you say?
Yeah, she's had some health complications, so she needs some money,
Yeah.
and she's still having to pay the mortgage on it, and she's old.
She is willing to pay the mortgage on it, or she's unable
No,
to?
she's still paying mortgage payments.
Okay. So that's cool. What do you think you'll do with it?
Well, I don't know exactly how much equity she has, but I was thinking she's lived there for 30 years, she told me, so she probably has some equity.
Probably. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows, but yeah.
I'm thinking she would after 30 years. So maybe do like a subject to mortgage, so take over her mortgage payments,
Mm-hmm.
give her like 20,000, 25,000, like get situated somewhere else, and wholesale the deal. But the agreement is that whatever her equity is worth right now, like she'll get that payout when it sells to a buyer 8 or 9 months down the road.
That's
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Why would someone wait 8 or 9 months for the buyer? Or is it just giving yourself some time? I'm just curious what you're thinking about the timeline.
Because that's when it's ultimately going to sell
Because it'll take that long?
for rehab and stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear there was rehab as part of that. Okay. Well, depending on the price, you could just sell it as sell the contract as a subject to and just sell the whole house and make a little margin. And an investor might buy the house with that mortgage in place, you know?
That's true. I guess it depends on how much debt she has. I don't know.
Yeah. And what she needs.
I think she
Well,
needs.
congratulations. When are you guys talking next?
Well, I tried texting her, but I guess maybe it's either she has a landline or I have the wrong number. I'm try calling after this, and if that doesn't work, I'll just go drive over there.
So it's a pretty productive conversation, like pretty easy going.
Yeah, she wants a lot more for her property than I think it's worth. But I realized, okay, at first I was just looking at her house, and she was like, yeah, I need like at least 1.2 million or something like that. And the house was probably built in the 50s.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
and I think it's because her neighboring houses are like literally brand new. They're from 2024 this year.
Okay. Yeah.
They were selling it for 1.2, and I think she's like, well, I'm right next door, but her house is like 100 years old.
Yeah.
But then I realized that she has an acre of land kind of behind her house that you could develop, and that's worth probably 300 grand.
Hmm.
So that gets us closer to her number, which is good.
Lots of opportunity there. Sounds like lots of problems to solve.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So you just what made you decide to knock on that door and even drive for dollars?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I've just been saying I was going to do it for a while and I hadn't got around to it. I was like, okay, this time we're going to go before the gym. Because I always say after the gym, and then after I was like, I don't feel like it. But if I went before,
That's kind of a cool thing. Just knock a couple doors before the gym each day.
yeah.
Did you ever close the loop with that other one that had some challenges? A different part of town. It was on a slope.
No. I didn't want to think about that one.
Okay. Hey, that's all right. All right, cool. Well, great job. Great job.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think that's really cool that you have the confidence to go up there and just talk to somebody and see what's going on, see what the situation is. All right. Well, keep us posted.
Yeah.
We could potentially bring that into another project we're working on with your brother and some of the deals that they're working on. See if there's something there too. So we can talk about that after this episode.
Yeah, if he can find the cash buyer, I'll split it with him.
Yeah, I bet there's tons there. So just got to get
Yeah,
that.
probably.
Yeah. All right. Hey, now that's cool. Now
Thanks.
I think that's the hardest part for a lot of people is just initiating it. And
Yeah.
for you, and it hasn't seemed to be the problem. Is now the next step is some of the unknowns of getting over finding the right buyer, getting over some of the details. But I think that's
Yeah. One of the tough things about being in Utah is it's a non-disclosure state. So I have like really hard to comp a property. That means that the sale price of homes is not public information, so I can't see what homes are selling for. That makes it harder.
Yeah, that would be harder.
Because like that, there's a lot right next door that's a third of an acre that's listed for like 430,000, but it hasn't sold in 2 years, so I can't really go off that. So I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that does make it a little more difficult.
I've tried texting around to get a hold of somebody with an agent, because I think you have to pay like a $500 fee to opt out of your sale price being in the MLS.
Yeah.
Which I assume most people wouldn't do.
Yeah, right.
So there's probably that information is on the MLS, but I just don't have an agent here.
Easy to do.
I don't know if I want to involve an agent either. You know, I don't think I need one.
Yeah, you might not, but you might. I think it just depends what you want to do.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Hey, well, congratulations taking the first step. I think that's the hardest part for almost any project.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think you've been really good at actually being able to see opportunities and like take that action. I think sometimes people need more quantity of opportunities to find one that works, and you've been pretty laser focused and been able to like get in there faster than most, I would say.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. Well, what's something you've learned about that by just getting out there and doing that? You've done this with a few of them now, and you've had a couple of them under contract. Like, what is something you've learned about yourself or the process, or just the process of creating opportunity? What have you learned or observed?
It's been cool to see how, like, at first it was terrifying to make a call with an agent, but that's not hard. Like, it's just been cool to see, like, what was terrifying, just like moving up and up and up.
Yeah.
Like, all this is easy now. Hopefully all of it will be comfortable.
Right.
No, that's been, I don't know what you call that, stress tolerance or whatever, but yeah, that's been fun to watch. See.
How do you get over that hurdle? What makes it go from hard to easy?
Just doing it a couple of times. Because it's not done anymore once you've done it.
That's not even, you're not even developing competency necessarily. It's just going through it a couple of times and getting some experience, like seeing what is happening at each level. Some of that is removed.
The scary thing about it is that you don't know anything. Like, you're so ignorant, and then that means that there's so many things that could go wrong that you don't know about.
Yeah.
But then once you do it and nothing goes wrong, nothing serious, then you kind of find out what was unknown. You know.
Mm-hmm. As having another thing that can help get over those hurdles quickly, even though you have to do it on your own, is having a mentor to like kind of guide a little bit and bounce ideas off of them, right?
Yeah, I haven't sent a single text to Jerry, if that's what you're talking
about.
Well, I guess he showed me how to do it, so yeah. that's not really a true statement. So.
Yeah, it's like that's really accelerated the learning curve by maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
Right. One might think that, oh, I need to have a ton of money or experience or age or connections to do something like this, and you're proving that that's not true.
Yeah.
So cool.
That makes a big difference.
Yeah. All right. What I love about this story is that it's not done. It's not polished. You might feel like it's not that pretty, not that important. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think you should feel great about it. Like you're in the process of a project. That's cool, right? I think this is a great little sneak peek into it.
Yeah. It'll be cool once it's done.
Yeah. Do you have any specific fears?
Not really. No.
Do you have any general fears?
I don't know. Probably somewhere, something, but not that I can think of.
Doesn't sound like too many fears. Just you want to kind of get some comps and figure out a way to solve her problems, and then also create some value for yourself.
I guess, like, I understand. Like, I was considering doing subject to mortgage with her, but I don't have a great, perfect understanding of that process. So I don't know how well I'll be able to explain it to her. I'll do my best, but like, she's gonna pose a question I won't have an answer to.
Okay. Yep. So you could, if that's something you want to propose or explore with her, you do a little research ahead of time and try to brush up on that.
Which I was doing yesterday. I was watching a bunch of videos, but even then, it's like that only takes you so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, this is a great project. I mean, you learn so much on every step of it. Well, hey, what if we wrap up this session right here, right now with that? And like, if you want to follow Walker's journey, you guys should like and subscribe, and you should grab a magazine, free magazine, Not Normal magazine, with, people doing cool stuff, trying stuff, making their way in the world, encouraging each other. I think this is a great place to wrap this one up. What do you think, Walker?
I agree.
Yeah. Is there anything that we should address or let these guys know about?
Just head to nonnormal.com.
Okay. All right. Hey, I love that. This one's raw. This one's not finished. And I think it's a really cool insight to see how things are done instead of just seeing the polished iPhone miracle that just appeared. Everything takes a process to figure it out and make it work. So thanks for being the guinea pig and being the material for this episode. I think it's really cool. So all you not normals, like, subscribe, get the magazines free, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks. Appreciate it.